Alright, welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. So today I am in Oaxaca, Mexico. As you know, I've been in Mexico City. I haven't had a chance to review many coffees because the coffee beans that I got were resting, and so they're now starting to roll over the 10, 12, 13, 15 days of rest. So this is from the 13th of October, so it's roughly 15 days from when this was recorded, about 15 days, actually more. It's about 16, 17 days. So anyway, look, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Cafe Estelar, or it's probably pronounced as Cafe Estelar. Sorry if I fucked that up, but it's Cafe Estelar. First, what happened was I ordered online, they sent it over, and it didn't arrive. The courier just kept saying attempted delivery. It's apparently a thing that most couriers in the world do. Anyway, they sent me another package of identical shipment and other free samples. Such good service, so thank you very much for that. Fantastic. Anyway, all the details of the coffee is below the description, but this is a Veracruz Gesha from Finca El Estribo. Producer is Don Adan y Samuel Artanirano. Cool, okay. So apparently they got a cup of excellence in 2014. It's a natural process, a Gesha coffee bean. So anyway, without further ado, let's start sniffing, sniffing the bean. So as you can see, the bean, I will show you what the beans look like, but as you can see, the beans are pretty uniform in roast, the color. The sizes, once again, differ. That's a sign of a nice single origin. The sizes all differ from each other. Pretty awesome to see that. They're not all the same size, the same harvest time, the same machine harvested. There's a damp cloth smell to the roast, which I like, because when you can smell that damp cloth, that dampness, it means they haven't roasted the bejesus balls out of it. Oh. Wet cardboard, dry soil, a little bit of clay, blueberries, raspberries. There's a sweetness to it. There is a chocolate creaminess, hay. Definitely a medium roast. I'd say medium to a little bit over medium, but not too much over, but definitely medium. Not light to medium, but definitely medium. Just push over a little bit. That's what I think anyway. But look, it's still very much a medium roast. There's a fruitiness to it. I can't put my finger on, but there is another fruitiness to it. It smells absolutely phenomenal. So anyway, let's start sniffing the brew. Roasted almonds, roasted peanuts, an oiliness to the nose. The roast, the hardness of the roast comes through a little bit more on the brew. It's less earthy, more resiny. Oh. What I love about coffee is that it not only tastes and smells good, but it's extremely addictive as well. So every time you drink it, you get a literal buzz. I love it, I love it. It's a substance abuse, but it's socially acceptable. There's an oiliness to it, but there's a little crispness to it, like a ripe raspberry. A slight acidity coming through. Let's get sipping. I'm actually in a shared space here, so it's very authentic. You know, I'm in Airbnb. There's my Airbnb over here, and I've got a couple of units above and beside us. So, you know, very, very authentic situation here. I'm not going to cut this. I'm not going to edit this. Why? Because one, I can't be fucked, and two, it's just more genuine that way, do you know what I mean? Like that sneezing. So it's interesting because on the nose the roast isn't coming through as strongly. On the palate it definitely is. There is not as much acidity on the palate on this geisha than I am used to with other geishas I've tried. Maybe it's because the roast is slightly over the very, very middle, let's say 50% medium, slightly over. Maybe it just hit a little bit of acidity, or maybe it's a terroir where the geisha was grown. Maybe the acidity just doesn't show through as much. I don't know, but the acidity is not quite there. It's more earthy. Slightly creamy, leathery, some wood, as opposed to acidity and fruitiness that normal geishas have, which is quite interesting because it's not a bad thing. It's actually a very delicious brew. As usual, it is 1 to 16 boiling water. Pour over. I aim for a 3-minute and 30 to 4-minute pour. I think with this one here, you'll probably get a little bit more acidity if you do a coarser grind and a shorter pour, maybe 310 to 330. Maybe dial down the temperature as well, maybe just 5 degrees of boiling. Hey, look, I'm just theorizing. Nevertheless, the mouthfeel is nice and heavy and thick. I like it. Once again, not typical geishas that I've had before, which is acidic, fruity, light, and vibrant. This is more earthy and deep. But anyway, my first proper, what they call third wave coffee roasters in Mexico, Café Estelar. I've had Dharma coffee, but a slightly different kind of category, it seems, which is still very good. Fantastic, honestly fantastic. I can't wait to review the other ones. I've actually got a shitload of coffee. I've got about 2 kilos plus of coffee that I have to review and go through. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 or 10 different types of coffees from Mexico, from 4 different roasters from memory. But anyway, until next time, I actually eat, smoke, drink. Cheers.